Would you believe if I told you yesterday before I went out to eat hot pot with my friends for dinner? Just before I was going out, I washed my face, soap got in my eye, and my eye got all red. My eye got irritated again. Thankfully though, it was the other eye. This time it was my left eye. It wasn't my right eye like I told you about previously. Dang. Well, you know, remember what I said? Whenever my eye gets irritated, I leave it closed. I leave it shut for a little while. Well, it's not exactly safe to be driving with only one eye. But I did. I opened it whenever I needed to. Anyway, so have I made my decision? Huh. We're gonna have to wait and see. Because we're not done with Tartarus yet. Okay, so I have a lot to talk about tonight. Let's see if I'm able to get through it all, considering we still have the next full moon, and I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of dialogue. Oh, this is not where I need to be. I need to be... Oh my god, I need to be one floor down, and I can't go down. I can only go even more down and make my way up. Maybe I shouldn't have turned off the game last time. I should have just put my system on sleep. What am I doing? On instinct, I'm doing that. Okay, so let me tell you guys about what we did last night besides just eat hot pot. So after we ate the hot pot, we were just chilling. We were chilling at my friend's house. One of my friends wanted us to watch a movie. Initially, what he wanted us to watch was Abigail, because that came out, I don't know when that came out, recently, all I know. But it was too new. You know? We couldn't exactly find it online without, you know, it being not as decent quality. And it being on Prime Video isn't out yet. Like, right now it's still for buy or for rental. Bro, do I really just have to go down? Like, it's really not letting me. Or is this right? Nope, this is right. Never mind. So instead of watching Abigail...
Shadows understand the concept of teamwork?
I bet it's just second nature for them. So instead of watching Abigail, what we ended up watching was Night Swim. And let me tell you, that film, it's not that great. It's not perfect. I came to find out after I watched the film that it's based on like a 3-minute short film. A 3-minute short horror film. You know, you can really only do so much when the whole premise of the film is a haunted swimming pool. It's kind of hard to drag that out for as long as the film did. And again, it wasn't until after we finished the film that I realized, wait a second, there's an entire scene in the film that serves basically no purpose.
Powerful enemy spotted.
The scene where Ray, played by Wyatt Russell, was at the baseball field. He misses 2 shots, but then he just, like, you know, home runs that third shot to the point it breaks the freaking baseball. It's like, wait a second, that scene served no purpose besides, I guess, showing he's getting better. But aside from that, it served no purpose. And you know, there was a lot of other stupid tropes in the film as well. The jump scares weren't even scary. And that's not even mildly, that is severely disappointing. You know, I can't lie, when my friends and I we were watching it, a lot of us were just laughing through it because there was just a lot of stupid moments. Something I couldn't help but notice, remember when we saw in the trailer the Marco Polo thing? Well, in the film, when, what was his name again? Robin, that's his name. You know, the black character's name. His name was Robin. I couldn't help but notice and wonder, when he got out of the pool, was that the pool making the illusion. Cause what the hell was her name again? The daughter's name. I don't even remember the character's name. Whatever her name was, she went into the pool for like a 5-minute scene. It wasn't that long. She went under the water.
Will this work?
She hallucinated a whole bunch, but it only turns out she was there for like a couple seconds. So I'm thinking, like, did the pool make the illusion that he left when her eyes were closed, so she would not have seen it? And what about the old Asian lady who, you know, sacrificed her daughter so that her son would get better? We never really followed up after that. Oh, I'm sure all the Asian parents were... Ooh, I wonder how the Asian parents were actually reacting to that scene. Mother sacrifices daughter and son gets better? Yo, it's a double win! Do I need to explain further? You know what? I don't really need that. Give me the money. You know, not only were my friends, but I also, like, afterwards, we looked up reviews and comments on this film after we watched it. Damn, everyone is dunking on Wyatt Russell's acting. I mean, sure, it's not the best acting in the world, but it's like, you know, it's passable. I really only know Wyatt Russell playing John Walker in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was absolutely hilarious seeing people hate him in that too, but in a fun way. You know, people going like, this is not my Captain America. In a fun way we were hating on him. But not like this. People really don't like him acting. I didn't see much issue with it. It wasn't spectacular acting, but it wasn't dog shit acting, right? I've seen bad acting before, and this ain't that. You know, we also were thinking of other stuff too, like the real estate agent. Wouldn't she legally have to disclose that several people died in that pool before selling it? And what was her reason? It's like, oh, you and your family, you really liked the house, you liked the neighborhood. I didn't want to ruin your opinion on the house, so I, you know, just coincidentally forgot to mention that several people died in the pool. It's like, what? I don't know, but my problem with the film, I feel like it leaned a little bit too far into the supernatural. What the hell is this layout? Wait, what? This is some, like, first floor of Tartarus shit right here. I feel like the film leaned a little too heavy into the supernatural. It got so ridiculous at one point, to the point where nothing really made sense. Let me tell you, the cringiest part of the film, the entire film to me, was when Ray got possessed. He was walking around the house, what the hell? I didn't expect a dance number. Look at them! Look at them! They're all in unison! They're just dancing to the music. But man, I don't even want to ruin their tone. Ruin their rhythm. Anyways, so when Ray was trying to get his daughter in the house, so he chased her into the garage, and he was doing the thing, you know, he was doing the Marco Polo thing. He kept saying Marco, and you know, she kept trying to run from her possessed dad and hiding in the garage. And then the cringiest line to me was when Ray found her, and he's just like, "You're supposed to say Polo!" Oh, that writing hurt me. That dialogue hurt me dearly. And what didn't make sense to me was, okay, you found her in the garage, and yet you're just gonna walk away and lock her in the garage? After finding her in there and, you know, scaring her?
You dodged it! That's our leader!
So what did you do? You just looked over like you're supposed to say Polo. You turned around and you just locked the door?
Summoning!
Why? Just why? Why, writers? Why?
3 targets remaining. Target destroyed. That's it, I guess. It is time. This test of your strength. But don't get careless. What's optimal?
Well, none of them are,
Persona.
you know, strong against this.
Just 2 left.
Damn, that gold one is thick!
That's it, I guess.
You know, I realized I didn't even heal up before this fight. Oh look, my Theurgy's up, great! And one of the most ridiculous parts of the film was the ending when Ray sacrificed himself. He swam and then literally just vanished. He disappeared. I tell you what, my friends and I laughed our asses off when that happened.
End this.
Let me see. Okay. See, another big issue I had with the film was the ending. Because the whole thing about the pool being cursed, there used to be a wishing well on top of it, like centuries ago, and you know, it requires a sacrifice every 100 years, and the person making that sacrifice will get one of their wishes granted. Okay. They tackled the issue of like, okay, I guess coincidentally 50 years is now, but they also asked, okay, don't do that. They also asked, what's gonna happen in the next 50 years? Won't this happen to someone else? And what was their solution? You're just gonna fill the pool with dirt?
Will this work?
That's it? You're just going to fill the pool with dirt and pretend it's not there. Uh-huh. Oh, damn, I'm almost dead. I think I should guard. Wouldn't it make more sense to completely take the pool apart, not just fill it with dirt?
That was a close one. Good job, everyone.
Don't you have to take the entire pool apart? I only need one more for an Akarana burst. Let's do it. I don't think just filling it with dirt will really solve anything. Hey, look, these are J cards. Yo, are these Mr. J's cards? Are these cards handed to me by the Joker himself? I'm taking the money. Automatically strengthen dark skills by 50%. Ooh. Ugh, what should I replace for this? I feel like I don't really need the fire amp though. I use dark more on Koromaru than I do fire. But then again, I also use... I don't really use this. I mostly use this. Kind of thinking of getting rid of this. Because I have other characters to attack. I'm gonna do it. Shadow eliminated. Good work. The battle has already concluded? Strange. These results contradict pre-existing data. When fighting a group of 5 colorful opponents, there is another battle phase where we grow to gargantuan size. Or perhaps we were supposed to pilot a giant robot. I must review my data when I have the time. I think she's thinking of something else. It looks as if though you defeated all the shadows in this area. Oh, I was expecting a third again. Oh look, there's 2. Anyways, aside from the very mid movie aside, I'm sure there's a lot of other things I can nitpick and point out about the plot. You know, I feel like that's a thing with Blumhouse, though. This was a Blumhouse project. Yes, their whole shtick is making horror movies on a cheap, very cheap budget. What did that just say? Book of Resh? What was that? Book of Reshiram? Yeah, Book of Reshiram. Are we gonna get the Book of Zek Rom at some point? Anyways, like, yeah, the thing about Blumhouse, I feel like, though, they make horror movies on very small budgets. Now, that may have been good before, but nowadays you can really see the cracks. Need I tell you about Five Nights at Freddy's? And I think the issue with Five Nights at Freddy's, what really held that film back, was that stinking rating. If it wasn't PG-13, but instead rated R, or M for mature, that's a game rating, never mind. Rated R, god damn, you know how much of a better film Five Nights at Freddy's would have been? But that's that aside. So yeah, Night Swim. It was a movie. Since we're not done exploring, I may as well heal. Yeah, but all the kids wouldn't be able to watch and give money. Yep, that is the #1 reason why Five Nights at Freddy's was PG-13. Because it's based on a kid's video game. But damn! The wasted potential, damn! It's a shame how the world works sometimes. Let me think, is there anything else about Night Swim to talk about? Yeah, the general consensus I saw online was a lot of people didn't like the film. Okay, I needed to go to which floor again?
Good day. Come to think of it.
Okay, 190.
Very well.
Ooh, at least it's really close. What else? I feel like there's more to. Oh yeah, the relationship between whatever the hell's the daughter's name was and Robin. Yeah, Robin, or was it Ronan? Fuck. Well, their relationship kind of was a sped ran. What? It was just so fast. They met. He said he asked her like 2 questions. He's like, "Hey, can I? You wanna go to the swim meet for the swim club on Friday? Great, see you then." And then she does that thing where girls like, you know, move their hair behind their ears, showing that they're interested, they have a crush. It's like, girl, you met him 10 seconds ago. And then when he actually showed up at the pool, like he already kissed her. Like, dude, you knew her for like a day, and you only said like 3 sentences to her. Damn, that was fast. You know very well he was trying to grab something when he was playing Marco Polo. When he was the one saying Marco.
Look, there's a shadow.
Why am I running this way? The shadows won't even attack me. And, you know, when both the kids saw something weird about the pool, when the brother, I don't even remember his name, when the brother asked the sister, like, "You saw something, didn't you?" She's like, No, I didn't. It's like, what reason would you have to hide it? My friends were also saying, like, well, if my kids If even one of my kids is telling me this made-up story, supposedly made-up story in such detail, it's time to move. If both my kids, on 2 separate occasions, tell me the same story in such detail, you cannot simply chalk that off to just, oh, what an active imagination young children have. Are you serious?
You're doing well, Koro-chan. Good job keeping close to our
Alright,
leader.
found the stairs, but that's not what we're looking for. All in all, Night Swim. Yeah. You know, we kind of guessed one plot line that was going to play out, where Ray, you know, because he was a injured baseball player who was forced to retire, so the pool was healing him. So it's like, oh my god, he just found the fountain of youth.
What?
We predicted, like, the whole family was going to be like, something's wrong with that pool. And only he would be like, no, it's great. It's healing me. I'm getting better with it. Had that play out without him being possessed, I feel like that would have been better. You know what? We're done here. Let's head back to the entrance. All in all, it was kind of stupid. And when I say that, oh, that's not a good sign. Another moment I found really stupid is when they were cleaning out the pool and Ray just stuck his hand and damn near entire arm down the drain, and he got a giant cut on his hand. I'm like, bro, why wouldn't you wear a glove to do that? You don't know what's down there. If you wear a glove, it could help prevent exactly this, getting any injuries. And you don't know what's down there. You don't know how dirty it is down there. It's a freaking pool drain.
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results.
And also when the son was swimming alone and he hears a voice in the gutter or whatever it's called for a pool. Man, we all went like, man, this is some Pennywise shit right here. It's like, I found your boat, Georgie. We do have one last thing to do before we leave, and that is fuse a goddamn persona, because I did get that one card. Okay, enough bashing Night Swim. It's a very mid-movie. I have no reason to ever watch it again.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Alright, so I got a couple more things to talk about. Then again, I'm thinking, like, should I save it for after what's coming up? Because these are some, like, hefty, lengthy topics. I'm afraid if I start talking about it now, we're just gonna jump in and I'll have to say the other half in, like, 45 minutes from now. Hey, look, Loki!
This persona, yes?
What should I fuse? I'm level 73, so this is the strongest I can fuse. That's, what's his name again? Hydronoid? Pfft. No, what was his name again? What was that one Bakugan name that looked like this, with several serpent heads? Oh man, this one's a good one though. I can always buy it back. Let's see.
This persona, yes?
Sure, let's make
What do you
Loki.
wish to inherit?
Exedra? Cool. Man, I fell off of Bakugan for like 10 years now. Ain't that sad? What else do I have? Okay, so I'm allowed 3. Heavy Slash and Heavy Strike. Oh man, this one would be good to have with those too. But that's 3. Do I really need this? I don't think I need that. So I'm thinking these 2, and then either this or this. HP, though. You know, I think I'm gonna go with charge.
It appears it will receive a large amount of power.
It's finally time.
Okay, skip. Looks a little more like Lucifer than Loki. With the wings and the blonde hair. Don't let Tom Ellis fool you. Lucifer's meant to be blonde. They even reference that in the show. You're supposed to be blonde. Yeah, I get that a lot. Increases power of attacks that target one foe. You know what? I don't think I need this. Yep. I'm good. Oh yeah, I definitely don't need that.
This would be a wise choice.
Beelzebub. It's a little different from what I know.
This persona, yes?
Sure, let's
What do
fuse
you
one
wish
more.
to inherit?
Whoa! Critical rate and next physical attack. So it takes HP on top of HP? I think I'm good.
It appears
I'll just do
it will
this.
receive an
Because I don't want to be here
Power emerges.
any longer. Oh! I got a quick thing I can tell you guys. Today, I phased on Necrozma again. I got a shiny Jolteon. And then in Pokemon Go, I got a shiny Bronzor. What's new? A shiny Bronzor again. And then, today, I got shiny Necrozma, finally! I finally got shiny Necrozma today. So I am done with Dynamax Adventures at the moment. Doing these 3 Dynamax Adventures hunts really reminded me of just how much I hate this method of shiny hunting. And yet, I can't stay away from it. I always find myself going back. Yeah, I think I'm good without this. Nah. So, I am currently done with Dynamax Adventures.
Very well.
For now. I'll be back to it a couple months from now to hunt Zygarde and prep for Legend ZA. Now, I say a couple months from now because ahead of me I have 10, maybe 11 full odds hunts in front of me. Because I'm not done with Sword and Shield yet. I am working on getting a shiny Regieleki and then a shiny Regidrago. Both of those are full odds.
Oh, hello.
1 in 4096. And then after that, because I don't have the shiny charm or a foreign Ditto, I have no choice but to hunt for these full odds, and I'm going to be breeding for them. You know what I'm talking about. So first I'm going to do the Patrat line, the 3 elemental monkeys. That alone is 8, because I'm going for all the evolutions. And then on top of the 2 Regis, that's 10 full odds hunts. I say maybe 11 because I don't know about Furfrou yet. Do I want to add on the challenge of full odds, or do I want to just SOS it for the better odds? So once I'm done those 10 to 11 full odd hunts, then I will be doing Xerneas and Yveltal with Shiny Charm in Ultra Sun and Moon. And then finally, Dynamax Adventures Zygarde again. So I'm busy. I'm just opening my game right now to recap how many phases it took me to get these 3 legendaries from Dynamax Adventures. Oh, you know what? Speaking of shinies, currently right now, as of me playing this, PM7 is doing his 24-hour shiny Hoenn challenge, where he and a plethora of other shiny hunting creators
Good to see you.
are shiny hunting in 24 hours to get one of every single Gen 3 shiny. That I'm pretty sure that includes Jirachi, because in Gen 2 it included Celebi, which was full odds. Full 1 in 8,000 odds. And you know, a lot of creators got invited. You got your Gamer Boy Luke, you got your Shiny Catherine, Eternal Radiant, and several others. Damn. It would be neat as hell to get invited. You know? I'm a shiny hunter too, but you know, downside with me shiny hunting is I do it off screen. I do it on my own time. I don't exclusively do it when I'm like streaming.
Nice.
Nice. So you know, like I doubt I'm really classified as a shiny hunter, or at least a shiny content creator. Ryoji isn't here yet. Dude, where the hell is he? I already know my decision, and I have for some time now, actually.
I suppose.
Now I know why I'm here. My destination lies in the decision we make. Let's choose wisely. Whoops. Didn't mean to talk to the bookshelf.
Perfect.
The day is finally here. I know my answer. You sound excited. I know what my answer is. I will keep moving forward. Are they all just gonna say they know what their answer is? Yep. Oh wait, let me guess. You know your answer. It kind of feels like when I'm stepping into the ring before a match. Oh, never mind. You didn't say that. Well, there ain't shit for me to do right now. I'm gonna save the game before whatever happens. Maybe I should have just gone to the shrine. Oh well. Okay, so let's see. To recap, in the process of hunting Solgaleo, I got a shiny Musharna, Palpitoad, Sneasel, and Trevenant. Wait, did I get Rotom there too? Crap, I'm forgetting. No, and Rotom. I think I got those on the same day. I think I got Trevenant and Rotom on the same day. And then, hunting for Lunala, I got a shiny female Unpheasant, Dunsparce, and Torkoal. That Dunsparce I did evolve, by the way. It was sadly a 2-segment. And then, Necrozma. This one I got the most phases on. And the most fails, too. I got a shiny Swampert, Grimmsnarl, Charjabug, Comfey, what the hell was this thing called again? Thievul, Nidoking, Araquanid, and Jolteon before finally getting Necrozma. And don't forget, I also failed 3 shinies in the process. I failed a second shiny Grimmsnarl because I got it at the same time as the shiny Araquanid, and I could only pick one. And then in the solo path, I failed 2 shiny Lilligants because of it. So there's your quick recap. Let's see. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 16 shinies in the process of hunting for 3 shinies. 3 shiny legendaries. Ryoji has returned as promised. It's time for me to make a decision.
Hey, it's been a while.
Can I do like a Schrodinger's decision? I kill you and I don't kill you?
I'll lose this form, and I won't be me anymore. So, have you made a decision? Then I'll be waiting in his room until midnight.
What?
Come see me when you have your answer.
Why my room?
Ryoji-kun.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't let the fact that you have to kill me influence your decision.
Ain't that
Like I said,
the...
I'm gonna disappear either way. I don't have any hang-ups about dying, so you don't need to worry about me. Alright. I'll be waiting.
Have you made your decision? I see. Have the rest of you decided?
No need to ask me.
You know how I feel.
No, I don't.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't on board.
I'm with the rest of you.
I'm on board too.
They're,
I've made my decision as well.
they're keeping it discreet, so no matter
Sounds
what
like
you
we're all on
choose,
the same
they're
page.
all with you.
Better let him know that.
Well, except for Akihiko. He didn't really sound too confident. Why it gotta be my room? Can I not get any blood stains on my
It's
sheets
been a long
and my
time
carpet?
since we talked like this in your room. Though back then, I had a different form and a different name.
Ugh.
It seems like you all decided to let me live. You're all going to risk your lives on a
Wait, I don't even get to choose?
But they're not the ones here right now. You are. I'll say this one more time. If you kill me, Tartarus, the Dark Hour, and the memories of your battles will all disappear. Tomorrow, you'll wake up as a normal high school student. You'll be able to live in peace until the moment of the fall. But if you let me live, you'll spend every waking moment until that day dreading your inevitable death. Nyx can't be defeated. It's pointless to fight her. Are you still thinking? Or have you already made up your mind?
Okay, it's like, I think now they're letting me choose. Okay, my decision determines the rest of our lives. I must choose wisely. Spare Ryoji and stay as is. Kill Ryoji and forget everything. I think it's obvious that this one here is the bad ending, right? I think the correct choice is this. I did save the game, right? I'm afraid that if I choose this, it's not gonna be quick. What I mean by that is, like, you know, it's the bad ending. It'll just jump forward in time and just show everything, and then bam, game's over. I'm afraid it's not gonna do that if I choose this. Like, there's actually gonna be a whole lot to do if I do choose this, but I don't think that's the case. Of course we have to go with this one. I'm thinking of choosing both regardless. Like, I want to see what both of them are. Question is, which one do I do first? You know what I'm thinking? Fuck. I saved the game, but issue is I didn't make a second save. Oops. Why is this so hard? Why is it right now that the choice is in front of me, I can't choose? Like, I feel like I should choose this just to see the bad ending play out, and then I could just go back and show this. Instead of doing this, all of it, and then several parts later when the game's done. Okay, now let's go back and see. Oh, I hope I'm not wrong about this, because I hope this is quick. Bruh, what you mean? Just make a second save later. So, I hope this is quick. Just go with a good ending first. Okay, fine. There, the decision has been made for me.
I guess I wasn't able to change your mind. There's still some time until midnight.
You know what? You're right. Prepare to die.
Show you this, but I have no choice.
Hey, I recognize that.
You see, I am not human. I will bring death to this world until I am finally satiated. There is no need to hesitate over killing me.
Is that what this persona has been the whole time?
Consider this very carefully. Is confronting Nyx really what everyone wants?
Hell
Some
yeah.
things in this world cannot be changed. That's something you can't comprehend. Memories are not set in stone. Old ones can be replaced with new ones, creating a new reality. Don't you think you should put a stop to everyone's pain and suffering? It's up to you. Only you can make this decision. Now, this is your last chance. Tell me your answer. Please kill me. More than anything, I don't want to see you suffer. After all, you're someone very special to me.
I have to make my decision now. Wow, they're like, are you sure? No, I'm gonna go for the true ending. I think.
I understand. As sad as I am to hear it, it's your life. You're free to do what you want with it. I'll respect your decision. Let's get back to the others. I need to tell you guys how to confront Nyx. Somehow, I knew that's what you'd choose. I know you better than anyone, after all.
Do you?
I
Do
have
you
this
really?
feeling like I always wanted to see you again. That's why I came back to you as Ryoji Mochizuki. Maybe there really is some power out there that can do the impossible. And if there is, I know you all have it. Oh, right. Here. I want you to have this.
Music box.
I know this isn't exactly the best timing, but I never thought I'd feel this way. Whenever you play this music box, I hope that you'll remember me.
So am I gonna die to the song this thing plays?
Let's go.
And remember, oh man, I should have made the other choice. You have forged a powerful bond with Ryoji. You can now fuse Saturnus, the Black Sun.
Yo, what's up, Ryoji?
It's a painful decision, but it's yours to make.
That's right.
But it's impossible to defeat Nyx.
We'll go as far as we can. We have to try.
You're the only one saying it's impossible. Personally, I don't care if it is.
All right, then. It's almost midnight, so I'll make this short. I should tell you where to find Nyx. She's at the very top of Tartarus.
Yep.
On the promised day.
Should have
You
guessed
have to
that.
make your way to the top of the tower.
On the promised day.
It's exactly 1 month from tomorrow, January 31st, 2010. On that day,
2010.
Nyx will descend to Tartarus, and that's when the world will end.
1 month.
Tartarus is a gigantic rift in the night sky. It acts as a beacon to guide Nyx. With the Appriser's arrival, Nyx learns that the way has been prepared, and she begins her descent. And with her, she brings the demise.
That explains why it's called the Tower of Demise. So what you're saying is, we can fight Nyx if we reach the top?
Sounds like we
That's
need to
right.
reach the top before that.
After today, you'll be fighting against eternal despair. I've said it before, but Nyx can't be defeated. When you come face to face with her, you'll finally understand why. And then, you'll realize exactly what you're trying to stand against.
We understand. You don't need to keep telling us. 1 month from now, January 31st. We won't forget.
Well, I'll be going then. I want to leave you while I'm still in this form.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess I'm sorry for all the pain and suffering I put you through.
I won't forget that you were my enemy. And my friend. I guess.
Thank you. This is probably the last time we'll get to see each other like this, but I'll always be watching over you. Well, so long then. Best wishes in the coming year. That's what you say on New Year's Eve, right? See ya.
That punk.
We have 1 month until January 31st. We'll get through this together.
I've made an important decision together with my friends. Sounds like I made it myself, though. I feel an unbreakable bond with them. Well, oh, I should have guessed. I should have guessed this was coming. Don't care. So in order to get to Regieleki, I need to catch all 3 Regis first. So that's what I'm currently working on. But I forget when exactly you can do that. I think you need to progress it a little bit in the DLC story first. Susanoo, the Raging God. Our relationship has grown stronger. I'd say it's grown to the strongest. Wait a second, what? Wait, what? Wait, there's another one? Wait, what is this? Nyx Annihilation Team. We don't really have much time left to get to rank 10 for that. Sounds to me like this one's gonna be rushed. What happens if we don't? Do we still get the bad ending if we don't reach the end by then? Or the top? 2009 is quietly drawing to a close. It was a year filled with many memories. You know, I really don't understand why in Persona 5 they put so much effort into hiding what year the game takes place in. When something like this, it just flat out says. Dang, we're now in 2010. Don't forget, Persona 4 takes place in 2011.
And, Happy New Year.
Yeah, let's make it a good one.
Let's live first.
Happy New Year to you too, Koro.
Oh man. I totally overslept. How'd I stay up all night watching that stupid
Overslept? It says early
movie?
morning.
Zombies in Italy or something. Anyone else catch it?
What was that?
Why would I watch something like that?
28 days later? Was that in Italy? No, I think that was London.
Is anyone gonna visit the shrine?
I already stopped by enough shrines on my jobs. I'd say I'm covered.
Yeah, I'll pass. I don't want to deal with the New Year's traffic.
That's too bad. Yukari-san and the others are already there. Apparently, Mitsuru-san got kimonos for all of them.
Oh,
Kimonos, huh?
kimonos, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the store.
Hold it.
Hold it, you dirty dog.
You're going to the shrine? I thought you didn't want to go through the trouble.
Oh, bro was Pharaoh's. That's why he wanted to meet in your room.
I'm just
Ah.
going for a walk.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't have anything better to do, so I'll tag along.
Oh, I'll go too.
Well, look at that. Turns out we all want to go after all.
Where is it?
Oh, I have directions.
Sweet.
Happy New Year! Let's all give it our best. Anyhow, you guys are late. We were just about to leave.
Okay, great. We came just in time.
Yucatan.
What?
Happy New Year. What's the matter, Iori?
It's like, dude, you're drooling.
Kirijo-senpai, you look amazing. I feel like I'm... Oh. What's this feeling?
Excuse me.
Happy New Year, everyone. I've never worn a kimono before. My obi isn't crooked, is it?
Luca, wow, you look just... Oh, wow.
Hey, come on.
Sounds like someone forgot about Chidori already.
Clothing is quite interesting. However, it's difficult to move in.
Ai-chan, considering what you usually wear, it looks even more amazing on you.
Is that so? What is this odd sensation I feel?
Dang, even she's caught off guard.
I'm so glad I came. Best New Year ever.
You're so glad you what now?
Junpei-san, why are you acting so strange?
And why is there a lump in your
What
pants?
a beautiful first dream of the new year. Right, Sonata-san?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so.
By the way, aren't you guys cold?
Yeah, a little. But I think it's kind of helping me wake up.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Junpei-san said you don't have any other layers.
Oh?
Other layers?
Wow, aren't you just a great role model for Amada-kun?
No, wait. Ouch!
Also, you didn't see everyone agrees to choose to live in the past month. They already made a decision. Is it bad? For a second I thought those were pizza boxes. What is this music?
Planning on heading back?
Not yet.
All right. Let me know when you leave.
I'm not used to seeing the girls dressed like that. I'm not sure why, but I get a little flustered looking at them.
Ah, we finally got him to break. Ooh. Ooh, this music. Okay. I like this music so far.
Seriously, Junpei? Of all the dumb things you could say.
Ooh, the music's picking up.
Anyway, it's nice that we get the chance to go out like this every once in a while. Let's just try to stay positive and chin up.
Ooh. You hear that guitar? Adding more instrumentals instead of just the piano.
Wearing something like this on New Year's really makes me feel more put together. Although the sash makes it a little hard to breathe. I drew a paper fortune, and it said great luck. I'm sure that means everything will work out for the best.
Let's hope.
What? I didn't say that! Dude, don't go making stuff up!
Huh? But you said...
Oh, that they voice act, but not all the other stuff in the game? I can't believe he got worse luck. Maybe I should break up with him before his bad luck affects me too. You are unloyal as hell. I picked a fortune and it was worse luck. That's a hell of a way to start the new year. So I already got my certain Pokemons in prep to hunt the Reggies. It turns out I have all this stuff prepared, and well, I don't even remember ever getting them. I have a Trevenant that knows, you know, Trick and Skill Swap. Also has Harvest. Now that one someone traded for me.
It's real tasty.
But I also have a Gallade that knows False Swipe that I caught that I don't even remember catching. Okay, so I can buy as many as I want. I'll take 10 of your finest servings, please.
Drop by again.
Weird takoyaki. So I have a Gallade that knows False Swipe. I also have a Blissey that knows Thunder Wave. So with all of that, there's no way I can fail these shinies. Impossible. Oh, I also have a Palisand that knows Hypnosis. So there's no way I can fail these shinies. Impossible. Unless I just happen to get extremely unlucky and 1,000 Pokeballs later it won't catch. Hey boy, you're a handsome fella, aren't you? You look just like one of my masks. I'm just kidding. Masks shop owner, you the happy mask salesman? You got that Mario mask with you? Today's yo-yo fishing is a New Year's version. Great luck if you catch it, worse luck if it breaks. Those are yo-yos? You know, I was just about to mention that too. Like, I thought about that a couple days ago. You don't see anyone play with yo-yos these days. You don't even really see them be sold in stores anymore. You know, yo-yos was the fidget spinner before fidget spinners was a thing. Man, I never knew how to play with a yo-yo.
I wished for a great year. I know it sounds boring, but that's what I really want.
That's what I wished for as well.
We all wished for the same thing.
However, I'm not praying for divine help. There's nothing to worry about. I have the utmost certainty that we can do this.
Yeah, I know we can. We should get going.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Well, I just got into the Regirock den or whatever. I'm just about to get ready to catch Regirock. Turns out the only progress you need is just to talk to Peony. Oh my god. I didn't expect this kind of tone difference.
Excuse me.
I never used to understand the significance of a new year. Dates and times were nothing but data to me. But with all that has happened, I'm starting to realize the meaning behind this custom. It's a time to leave behind the past and look forward to the future. Yes, anything is possible in the new year.
Hi there.
It feels like the new year brings new beginnings. I'll use all my newfound energy to work hard and restore peace to the city. So, let's make this a great year. Whoa! A little bit of remix into this song?
All right.
I'm glad that we were able to celebrate the new year, but this month is going to be very important. Make sure you spend your time wisely.
Yo.
Hey, good timing. You get me, right? When you think of a kimono, you think of a chick with a great figure going commando, right? As someone else. No comment. Sure. I knew you agree. It's great to have like-minded friends.
Nice one.
After all that's happened, it's good to be starting a new year. Okay, so because I don't expect there to be much dialogue anymore, just gonna be wasting time until this next month passes. What the? I didn't expect this sight. Ew. For a second, I thought that was all blood on the floor. I'm glad it's not.
Marvelous. I'm looking forward to a shame. Are my requests.
Bring me a bloody button.
You must know.
Do I have to fight the Reaper to finish this?
Very well.
Well, that's never happening. Alright, so let me talk about one thing that has me really... how do I say this? I got some unfortunate news to report, but it's not about me this time. It's, you know, stuff that happened on the internet. And this isn't even recent either. I found out this happened 2 weeks ago, but I only found out about it last night. Because last night, Moist Critical posted a video on it. So, Willie, the support alligator. For those who don't know, there's a man out there named Joe Henney. Pretty sure that's his name. He has, or unfortunately had, a support alligator. You know how some people out there have support animals as pets? Majority have like a support dog. Well, this man had a support alligator. This alligator was his life. This alligator was everything to him from what I can see. You know, I learned about him a year ago. But unfortunately, and like I said, this wasn't recent. It turns out this happened 2 weeks ago, and I didn't hear about it until now. Unfortunately, it seems like Willie the alligator is no longer with us. Now, I hope that's wrong. I hope he gets found, but I think the cold hard reality is that's just not likely to happen. See, the story of what had happened was Joe and Willie the alligator was out on a vacation. Someone kidnapped the poor alligator, threw him into someone's yard as a prank to scare the resident, and the owners of the house, you know, they see an alligator in the backyard, they're gonna call like pest control. It's not pest control, but like the animal control for that kind of stuff. Cult gathering. Oh, I guess it's not Sunday, that's why. So the person who deals with alligators did his job and then released Willie the alligator into a nearby swamp with what was reported like 20 other gators. And Willie the alligator was like the most docile, the nicest ever domesticated alligator you could ever find. So it absolutely breaks my heart to know how the story played out. I feel so bad for Willie. Willie was just living his life. You know, Joe fed him Cheetos. You hear many bad things these days, but never fear, the world's salvation is at hand. Oh, not you too. Oh, but I'm not telling you what you should believe or anything. After all, I didn't believe it at first either. Great, don't you count on me to believe it ever again. Like, I feel so bad for just thinking about that. Willie was such a calm and kind alligator. To just think that some jackass out there took Willie from his home, from his family, and then he was I assume aggressively handled by someone doing his job. Because you see an alligator in someone's backyard, you're not going to assume this is a famous, very kind and docile domesticated alligator. You're going to assume it's a threat. So I can only imagine that person used force to restrain Willie when it was not necessary. But you know, you can't blame the worker because he didn't know. And then, we all know how this usually happens. Whenever a domesticated animal gets released back into the wild, they usually don't survive. Your luck will have the very worst luck. Ah! Bullshit. But, and I feel so bad for Joe, because, you know, this was his pet. This was his support alligator. And let me tell you guys something. If this were to ever to happen to me, if someone took my dog, released them somewhere, and, you know, the chances of ever finding my dog, let alone alive, is slim to none. I'll be honest, like, at that point, knowing that, I would just end myself. Like, I would not be able to live with that. Just the idea that my dog is out there somewhere and, you know, he experienced that all that horrible stuff just to pass away alone out there somewhere. Maybe brutally, maybe peacefully, I'll never know. And because I will never know, I will never get closure on that, yo, I would not be able to live with that. If that happened to me, I would just end myself. I cannot live with that.
Hey.
And I tell you what, someone does that to me, someone takes my dog, and I catch you, I will kill you brutally and viciously. And I will not hold back. I will likely end my own life afterwards too. The ones like new cult gaining popularity and apocalyptic ideology spreading. Something tells me it all has to do with Nyx. Like, this is the type of pain I would not wish on even the worst criminals out there. Like, separating a pet from someone like that, not ever knowing what happened to them, and not ever getting closure, that is no way to live. That is not something anyone deserves to go through. And you know, I just know people are gonna say this out there, so before anyone says this, let me just rebuttal. Wait, the cult assembled. When the cult assembled, they didn't seem to do anything in particular. It was just a gathering. Of course, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'd say it's preferable to a violent rampage. But the fact they did nothing at all is rather eerie as well. Like, to those out there who say, why are you so emotional? Why are you so attached? It's just an animal. It's just a dog. And in this case, it's just an alligator. First of all, what a very no pet having mentality. Only pet owners out there will understand. If you don't have a pet, I'm sorry, you just don't get it. If you have that mentality, you just don't get it. And you never will until you have a pet of your own. You know, my family treats our dogs like they're our own children. I know that's not the same. You know, it's not like me raising and protecting a son or a daughter with my life. But still, you know? Like, to me, to my family, our dogs are our children. If you harm them, you die. So I can only imagine how I would feel. Someone took my dog, and my dog was, like, let's say exactly the same thing happened. My dog got taken from us, was put into someone's backyard. That person called animal control, and my dog was manhandled very aggressively to be constrained, unnecessarily, might I add. And then my dog was just released into the wild somewhere out there. I would not be able to live with myself knowing that happened, regardless of if I had power to stop it or not. And like I said, the idea of not knowing if your pet's out there, alive or not, and if your pet is out there, can you imagine what's going through their mind? They're in an unknown place, away from their family. They don't know if they're gonna make it or not. They don't know if their owners are looking for them or not. They don't know how to survive because, you know, they're domesticated. If they're alive, you know, or unfortunately if they're dead, you would never know. You're just likely never going to find out. I mean, after a certain amount of time passes, you have no choice but to assume, but you'll never find the body. You'll never find out what happened. And that kind of thought, I just would not be able to live with that. If that happened to me, I'm ending my own life. I cannot handle that. Oh, I still can buy stuff. Hey, you're fine.
Not bad.
Whoa! What? Man. So, you know, prayers out there to Willie the support alligator and Joe. But, like I said, already 2 months has passed. Not 2 months. No, not 2 months. Not 2 months. 2 weeks. Already 2 weeks have passed. I'm sorry to say, like, I'm sad to say this too. I think the chances of finding Willie alive are almost non-existent anymore. I'm sorry to say, as sad as that is. I feel so bad for Joe. This was not only his pet, it was his family. This alligator was his life. And to just, out of nowhere, worst of all, on vacation too, out of nowhere, to have your pet, your family member, your entire life suddenly taken away from you, and you will never, not only never see your pet again, you will not even know what happened to him. You will never know you will never get that closure. And that to me is heartbreaking. I'm serious when I tell you this. I couldn't sleep last night just thinking about this, because I learned about this just before bed last night. I couldn't sleep just thinking about it. Thinking that there's probably a dead, domesticated alligator somewhere out there. Thinking, like, that poor man out there. Like, the reason he had a support alligator in the first place was because he went through a lot in his life, and how he ended up with an alligator, I'm not too sure. But regardless, like, they were together for years.
Let me think.
If you believe, you will be saved. What a joke. I really couldn't sleep last night because I was thinking about this. Not only thinking about Willie the alligator somewhere out there, but also thinking, if this were to happen to me, it's been 3 days now. At least the pressure of making the decision itself has lifted. But, to be honest, I'm still not completely sure that we made the right choice.
Well,
I'm sure such feelings are inevitable. It's human nature to wonder about the choice that we have not chosen.
Yes.
That's true. People are always asking themselves, what if? Well, I guess we'll always wonder then. But this is the choice we made, so let's do all we can with it so we don't regret it.
I think
I will stand beside you until the very end. Even though I only have this 1 month to spend with you, I will have no regrets. Don't talk like that, Aigis. Let her say her piece, Yukari. After all, the chances we manage to defeat Nyx are slim.
Yes.
Indeed, that may be true, but there is still a possibility that we win. So we must spend our time wisely this month and attempt to better our bonds.
Hey, so...
Things are getting out of hand in the city. Before, you could see the lost here and there, but now they're everywhere.
Yes.
Many people have been affected by Nyx. I fear it may get even worse as we get closer to the day of Nyx's arrival. It's astonishing that Nyx can affect an entire city like this. It just goes to show how strong it is. But we're the only ones who can do something about it, so we have to fight no matter what. So where's this cult been at? Have I just not been seeing it? There's really not much for me to do anyways. Can I work? This is gonna be a rough month to get by, because there's not really much for me to do. Ugh. Are you guys cult members? Salvation, huh? Honestly, I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, that would solve a lot of problems. Deliverance is coming soon. Did you know that? The absolute will is coming from the sky to save us. You too should join us. Cleanse your impure mind and wait for the time to come. You people disgust me, the way you talk. Those posters and paintings, I used to be a little into that. But between you and me, I only did it because everyone else was. At the time, I was so pumped. I thought I was doing something great. But now I can look back on it and realize how dumb I was. You haven't been talking to anyone in the city of reason any of the dialogue from eavesdropping at school. They say the end will come soon, but I can't imagine what it'll look like. If it was going to be like a big earthquake or a tsunami, I'd be scared. But if you believe, you'll be saved, right? Well, guess I won't be saved. Can I work? Damn, no I can't. There's nothing for me to do. Oh, I guess I could hang with him. So anyways, prayers to Willy the alligator out there. Hoping for the best, hoping he's still alive out there. But I'm sorry to say, it's been 2 weeks and I'm afraid, like, the chances of that being the case just aren't there anymore. I can't believe I didn't hear about this until now, too.
All right.
2 weeks ago. And from the sounds of it, too, from what I heard, it sounded like the person who, you know, whose job it was to handle Willy and release him back into the wild, it almost sounded like he was...
Adding milk and sugar is nice, but I usually take it black, of course.
It almost sounded like he was refusing to say where he dropped him off.
If you feel like meeting up for coffee again, just let me know.
Like, don't let the fact that it's an alligator, you know, deter you from what's happening. Imagine, replace alligator with dog. Someone whose job it was to take, I don't know, like, wild dogs and release them back into the wild. But it turns out, one of those dogs was someone's pet. And they're asking you, hey man, that was my pet dog. Can you tell me where you released him so I can try to find him? And then you get told no. Like, what the hell? Why wouldn't you just tell him? If Jill was asking, why don't you just tell him? It's that simple. Well, nothing to do. Let's hang with him. Alright. Well, let's move on from talking about Willy the alligator. Once again, prayers to him. Hoping for the best. So, let me tell you guys a quick story about something that happened yesterday.
Listen.
And this story, let me tell you, this story will reinforce to you guys the fact that I cannot be trusted. Do not ever ask me for any sort of favors. Don't ask me for anything. Because whether I like it or not, I will mess something up and I will disappoint. I feel like that one clip, I forget what game show it was, where it's like, you know, what color is Pikachu? Red, yellow, green, or blue? I don't know, I don't play it, my kids would know it. Let me ask someone for help. Alright, let's call for help. It's B, it's yellow. You're sure? There's no doubt in your mind. Don't ask me again! That's me. Don't ask me again, because whether I like it or not, I will mess something up, and I will disappoint you. So, a word of advice to everyone out there, never ask me for anything. It's not even a thing of you know, me being lazy or don't want to help. I just am incapable of doing anything right. So do not ever ask me for favors, otherwise I will mess something up. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. It was a very simple thing too, and yet somehow, even without trying, I messed it up. So yesterday, before I went out for dinner, we were at work, my mom comes up to me. She has her phone with her. She asked me why there are 2 WeChat icons on her phone. And she asked me how to get rid of one. So I told her. You hold down the app icon and the option to delete app shows up. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go and take a look. I'm gonna go and, you know, investigate. I'm gonna go and look into this. So then later on in the day, when I was driving and I was heading over to my friend's house to do the hot pot, my sister calls me and she's like, brother, do you know what you've just done? You've made mom delete her WeChat. You made all her chat records go away. You deleted all her chat records. And I'm like, well, she asked me how to remove the app, and I answered. In this world there is much filth. This is one reason we require salvation. At this rate, even when the salvation is at hand, the world will not be totally clean. We must continue to prepare for that. Heaven has charged us with preparing for the salvation. Our task is great and of vital importance. Do not disturb our work. Shut the hell up. Just like the mystery doesn't take holidays, we reporters can't take holidays either. And I think I'm close to a real breakthrough on this one. I can't take a break when I'm this close. Okay, so my sister calls me and somewhat upsettingly tells me, you deleted all of mom's chat history. And I'm like, well, she asked me how to remove one of the 2 icons on her phone, which for whatever reason, there are 2 WeChat icons on her phone. She asked, and I answered. I did what she asked. If this is the case next time, you deal with it. And my sister's like, do I have to deal with everything? So everything I have to do? You can't even do something like this? And I'm just like, sister, you see what happens when I get asked. When mom asks me, you see what happens. Where am I supposed to go to find those 3 icons? So, my mom asked me why there are 2 WeChat icons on her phone. I don't know. I don't know why there are 2 icons. She asked me how to get rid of one, and I told her. And because of that, all of her WeChat conversation history is gone. See, let me explain something to you guys. I hate WeChat. I don't use the fucking app. Piece of shit app, garbage application. I don't use it. Okay? I don't use it. So how the hell was I supposed to know deleting the app deletes the entire chat history when other apps like Discord or Facebook, you delete those, you just log back in and bam, your chat history's all there. That alone is a big L on the end of WeChat, okay? That's not my problem. I don't use the goddamn app. So I didn't know that would happen.
Salut.
And another thing. See, I don't use goddamn Android phones, which is what my mom uses. And that's, I don't know why the hell there were 2 WeChat icons on her phone. I gotta see where this is. Oh, it's Akihiko. Where is he? I don't know why the hell there are 2 icons there. I was asked how do I get rid of one, and I answered. Okay, where are you? What the hell?
Yo.
So, before anyone asks me, before anyone says like, don't you know how to back up the chat history or not? Like, you know, assuming you can. You really think I know how to do that? You really think the dumbass you're saying that to knows how to do that? The guy who failed college 3 times? You really think someone like me knows how to do that?
Yes.
And also another thing. You know, my family says this to me all the time, so I imagine a handful of you guys will say this too. Don't you know how to use Android phones? Don't you know how to get rid of an icon on an Android phone? Listen to me. I don't know how to use Android phones. I have an iPhone. I don't know how to use Android phones, okay? And for those of you saying, bro, it's so easy. It's an Android phone. So you're saying, by that logic, me not using it means I'm an expert on how it works? Well, shit, if that's the case, hand me my doctor's degree right now.
Alright. I think it's finally time for me to pay you back for everything.
I see you 2 are together again today.
Kurosawa-san, I don't usually see you around here. Is there something wrong?
Wait, what happened?
No,
Oh.
I'm just helping patrol
This
the
again.
area. You might have noticed already, but the city's been feeling a little different lately. We can't be sure what'll happen. Make sure not to stay out too late.
Yeah, the city's pretty monotone these days.
You be careful too.
I will. At any rate, this is perfect timing. Something I've been wanting to ask you. Recently, your friend here has been bothering me about my work. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm hoping you might have an idea.
Honestly, know whether or not an app saves chat local or server side is a gamble. Most chat apps use server side, so I don't blame you. So, I don't use these goddamn apps because to me they suck. WhatsApp and WeChat, garbage applications. They suck to use. The only reason I have them, the only reason I even use them is, you know, my family uses it. My parents use it. Everyone they know uses it. That's how they contact with people they know. And sometimes they have a quick little message to tell me and it's not worth a phone call, so they just send a voice message through WeChat. I don't use it. I would never use it. I honestly dread and despise using these apps. Like, I actively do not want to open these apps and use them.
I just figured I should get to know Kurosawa-san better since he's done so much for me. And maybe I just want a bit of a reference for the future. I'll tell you about it later.
Like I said, what apps do I use to text?
For a long time.
Facebook and Discord.
It's changed a lot this
But ain't no way my parents about to make a Discord account just to talk to me.
I hope you'll keep looking after him.
So I have to have WhatsApp and WeChat whenever they have something to tell me.
Oh, and just to illustrate what I mean, at the end of last year we had an incident where a large number of gang members were found knocked out at Naganaki Shrine. It seemed to be the result of a fight, but no matter who we asked, they all claimed it was their own fault. The attacker is still unknown. We thought it might have been a clash with another gang in the area, but some of our sources suggest there were only 2 culprits. The most surprising part is no one found at the scene had any actual injuries. It's kind of unbelievable considering their sheer numbers. Whoever did it must have been pretty skilled.
I don't know anything about that.
But in the end, the victims were just a group of infamous punks. They probably pushed their luck one too many times and got what was coming to them. It's very likely the other side acted in self-defense. And with no injuries, we probably don't need to pursue this case any further.
Yep. Self-defense, totally. From what I hear.
I have no idea why the 2 of you will look so relieved to hear this. I may be an officer of the law, but I'm a human being first. If there are those with integrity who
If
know
only
how to
most
use the
cops
power
acted
they're
like that.
given, then I'm not above helping that cause.
I think I'm starting to see the path I need to take. Thank you, Kurosawa.
I haven't done anything to deserve thanks. I was just musing to myself. Things may have turned out fine this time, but you'd better avoid pulling a stunt like that again. Nowadays, it's becoming more common for goons like them to carry guns. Maybe it's inevitable given how connected the world is, but things just seem more dangerous lately.
Sonata can handle it. Have you seen this man's guns? Or, I mean, gains? Totally not guns. He doesn't have any on him.
Faint an approach from the side. Nothing abroad, though. Now that's a thought. I'll have a lot of freedom once I graduate. It might be fun to see how far my fist can take me.
There he goes again. Jokes aside, you certainly get a lot of opportunities when you're young. I do miss that sometimes. Maybe the 3 of us can get together for a drink someday. Well, I'll be on my way.
Someday, huh? You know, I've had to do a lot of thinking about the future lately, what with entrance exams and all. No matter what path I take, I intend to keep on fighting. But I'm sure there are some things out there I won't be able to do alone. That's why someday, I want to become a leader just like you.
I would argue you should have been at first.
Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got a job to do before that. I'm gonna protect you and all my friends. I'm gonna fight for our futures. And I'm gonna be the big brother she'd be proud of. That reminds me, I should give these to you before I forget.
Hand wraps.
Go ahead and use those if you want. I'll teach you how to wrap them later. No particular reason. If you have those on, they'll stabilize your grip on your weapon during battles. Just take them for now. They're what let me use my fists to their full potential. In a way, you do the same thing for me. All right? How about we end the night on a high note with some good eating? Anything goes today, so don't be shy. I'll be taking care of the check.
Bet.
For tonight, at least, you and I will be going strong for years to come. You'll get your turn eventually. All right, let's go.
So that's why I say, never ask me for anything. Never ask me for any favors. Because whether I know it or not, whether I intend to or not, I will do something wrong and I will lead to disappointment. If you needed any more reason to never trust me for anything, there you go. I just don't know why I always manage to do this. Why am I such an untrustworthy person? I never do anything right. Even something as simple as being asked how do I remove this icon from my phone, and I still manage to mess that up. In a case like this, answering a simple question, how do I remove this, and me showing how to do it, still led to something bad happening. Ooh. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, I'm not even reading what she said. I looked away for a second. I'm trying to catch this Regirock on the side. No, I will not shiny hunt these guys again. Because if I did, they're all full odds, and I ain't about to do that. Not again. I've hunted the Reggie trio more than enough in my life. To be honest, I'm just ready to move on from this batch of things for me to hunt. Being the 3 from Dynamax Adventures, and now these 2 Reggies, which are full odds. I'm still going to hunt them, but I'm just over this hunt at this moment. I kind of just want to move on already to the Legends ZA prep hunting. But first, I got 2 full odds hunts to get past. Man, fine, I'll read what she said. There's a soundtrack I've been looking for. Wow, I didn't expect to find it so easily. I couldn't find it anywhere online. The store isn't very big, but they seem to carry a lot of CDs that are normally hard to find. Oh, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. You know how there's a connection between sight and taste? I think there's a connection between sound and taste too. You forget the most obvious one, which is smell. Like when you hear steak sizzling on a frying pan or hot soup bubbling in a pot, doesn't it make you really hungry? Doesn't it make you really hungry all of a sudden when you hear those sounds? Do you think it's possible to get music from cooking fame? Not interested.
Why, certainly.
I'm so excited now. Maybe I should do some research on it. The only thing I can think of where this is the case is, you know, the rumor where, well, I think it's confirmed for, like, Amon Barako, where they play Mozart before they kill the pig. Is that Hamona Barako, or was that some sort of Wagyu beef in Japan? Oh, you know what else is great? Now, I remember this now. I remember when I first hunted for Regieleki. I remember this now. The best thing to have, or one of the best things to have for hunting Regieleki, is a Palisand. Because Regieleki only has electric and normal moves. So it will do no damage to my ground and ghost type.
Welcome back.
Well, I talked about all this. Let's talk about the Persona 4 episode. But first, Koromaru-san's gaze is strong and unwavering, as if he is only looking towards the future. When he joined us, he was the only one capable of using 2 different theurgies. Yes. Now, I think I understand why. By the time Koromaru-san met us, he had already crossed a major milestone. I swear, didn't we hear something akin to that before? School's starting again. I wonder how everyone's doing. Brainwashed by the cult.
Wait, what?
You're joking, right? I mean, you can't be serious. Because if that's how it's gonna be, I'm not going, dude.
Hello.
Cases of apathy syndrome are on the rise again. Or I would say they're spiking right now. There have been a lot of people reported missing as well. This is not good. Society is crumbling before our eyes. You know how scary that would be to watch society crumble before your eyes? Mysterious cases, that's all they're talking about on the news. Up until now, the reports on shadow incidents have been altered before being publicized,
Yes.
right? Yes, that goes the same for the victims. The public receives a watered-down version of the truth. If a person is found unconscious, it's framed as a mugging. If a person goes missing, it's reported as a kidnapping. That's how they've been handled. However, the problem is that these incidents are sporadic, and the culprits are never identified. In the end, they're classified as mysterious cases because everything about them is unexplainable. So it's the sheer number of cases that's arousing suspicion. Things are getting pretty serious. The cult has this mantra: if you believe, you will be saved. Why don't you put that on a t-shirt? But does anyone actually think that's true? It kind of reminds me of those ads at the back of a magazine. You know, the ones that says, buy this product and you'll be happier. Hey, I know a guy who has that almost like his motto. So garden or TV? Doesn't really matter.
Oh.
So let's see, this Persona 4 Golden episode, I think it was episode 9. So we're reaching the end here. Episode 9 covered the ski trip, and correct me if I'm wrong, why do I not remember it playing out the way it did? At least not for the most part. So our friends, our group are going on a ski trip. We got that scene where Naoto falls on top of Kanji, and then Kanji's nose bleeds.
Wow, they've gotten so big since we last saw them.
Enjoying the moment. But the entire trip, Narukami acts a little different. He thinks something's off. He gets this odd feeling the entire trip.
I think that about does it. Shall we head back downstairs?
It wasn't until they were all at their lodge or whatever that they realized something's a little off. Something's not right. No, wait, that's not when it happened. Something else happened before that. It was actually in a bath, and yes, my voice did crack. It was in a bath with all the guys. Well, nothing bad happened this time, thankfully. But, you know, they're reflecting back on their time together. And then Narukami's like, wait, that concert at Junes, how did we handle it when Rise was running late? They're like, hey, yeah, how did we? So, you know, they've let's not hide it. They completely forgotten about Marie. Since she disappeared, her memory has been erased from everyone. They literally, you know, she has been literally Spider-Man No Way Homed. And to add on top of that, the extended cut. You guys remember the extended version of No Way Home, where at the end of the film we actually see how the spell made everyone forget Peter Parker? Well, not made, but you know. We had questions after that film first came out, like, what about pictures? What about documentation? Well, the spell actually made it so that, like, a class picture with Peter in the photo, a bird flies by and covers his face. Stuff like that. So, Marie literally got No Way Homed, where everyone forgot about her. So when they were having their little party at the lodge, they were reflecting back at moments like, wait a second, yeah, wasn't there someone else there?
That voice.
P for vanilla. I'm trying to think.
It really is you, Koromaru.
Why do I not remember it playing out that way? Why do I not remember a version where they forget that she was even a thing? Why do I not remember that? I remember other aspects.
Become quite the fashionista, haven't you?
Like I remember the storyline of while that happened, they were telling ghost stories. Then the light shuts off, and then you know Teddy munching on all the food. I remember that. Why do I not remember them all forgetting about Marie? Why do I not remember that? Because she only says it, but it never happens in the game because you don't lose the fight. Is that really the case? Unless I'm remembering wrong, I don't think they forgot about her in the game. Because in the game, Narukami just kept on dreaming about her.
Oh, I thought so. By we, I take it you mean everyone in this dorm looks after him. I'm glad you found somewhere you can relax again.
Dreaming about her? What? Are you serious?
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. You can live wherever you choose. I have to get going. Take care now, the both of you.
Oh, in the dungeon.
What's wrong, Koromaru-san?
Or is that something else?
I see. So that's what's troubling you. That woman from earlier, she offered to take Koromaru-san in at one point. But at the time, he still had unfinished business to attend to. Of course, she is
Because
unaware
technically
of
you
that
aren't
fact.
dreaming.
So in all likelihood, she may still carry the wrong impression about Koromaru-san's feelings.
Koromaru looks regretful. We have to make things right with that lady. Run after her. Excuse me, miss. There's been a misunderstanding.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
Should I tell her about Koromaru's true feelings? Yes, otherwise why would we have come here? I can't talk about personas or the Dark Hour. You don't need to.
Would this happen to be about Koromaru?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I know Koromaru has his own reasons and his own problems. He's such a sweet, smart boy, isn't he? So really, I'm all right. But thank you for being so thoughtful. The way he's by your side, he looks just like he did when he was with the priest. He must really trust you from the bottom of his heart. Please, take good care of Koromaru.
Whoa, are you standing there the whole time?
Koromaru really has been blessed with so many wonderful friends. Be sure to cherish them, okay? You'll be at that dorm from now on, won't you? Well, I'll have to visit you again then.
A strong trust coming from Koromaru. Is this a freaking S-Link starting with him? Okay, good. Okay, what else about the episode? So they reflect back on events like the beach and obviously the concert at Junes, the beat. Yeah, I said that right. The performance at Junes, the beach, the fireworks. They reflect back on all that because Rise has pictures, but it looks like there's a gap. Looks like there was someone in there, but now there's an empty space. So they all begin to wonder, was there someone else? Well, remember a couple episodes ago when Marie, for some reason, was recording everyone and asking what is the meaning of life, or whatever she asked? Well, it turns out that actually had a reason to be done. That actually came back in this episode. Because Yosuke brought a camera to the trip, wanting to record and make memories.
Well,
So he's like, wait a second, there's another recording here. Everyone's like, wait a second, who's holding the camera? Because we're all in the video. They're like, there has to be one more person. Honestly, there was a time last year when I thought Tartarus may not even have a peak. I still feel somewhat nervous, but I'll take this over the anxiety of those times any day. It's said that having a clear goal brings stability, though this is quite a way to learn that moral. So this very much did not happen the way it did in the game, unless it can. Unless it can, and I just don't know it. So, so Narukami was skiing down, he hits a bump, and he just goes flying. He must have flew really far, because he landed in like the middle of the woods, where no one could find him. So he must have flew very far, hitting that, let's call it a ramp. And then, you know, he sees this figure in the fog, chases after her, like, are you who was missing in my memories? Because we also see how Narukami remembers it. Remembers those memories. There's just a whited out figure present, but he can't remember her face.
What?
I have no idea what she's saying. And then, wow, this was cheesy, but very, how do I say this? This was cheesy, but it worked for the scene. It went from Narukami chasing the figure in the fog, and then the fog gradually turned into flower blossoms, and then we see Marie's face. And then Narukami remembers Marie. Yes, that was cheesy, but I'll be honest, it kind of worked. It doesn't matter what I do, so let's just do something. He remembers his wife. So Narukami remembers Marie, and Marie hands him the comb that he lost a couple episodes ago fighting Adachi.
It's amazing how combat effective these raids are.
So this part didn't play out the way that it did in the game. He still finds the little cabin in the woods, but only this time he's alone. He's not with anyone. Unless you can in the game and I just don't know about it. That didn't play out the same way.
It's almost time to go to sleep. We should head back to our rooms.
So, everyone finds Narukami there, and everyone has their memories of Marie back, acting as if nothing weird has happened. They're like, hey, is that Marie's comb? Narukami's just like, yes. And just accepts it. It's like, yes. Let's not question that. Let's not bring up the fact that you guys didn't remember her also, and that none of you guys find this weird. Let's just not question it. And then the TV turns on behind them. So I can't lie. I am very excited for the next episode. And probably the next two. I'm assuming this storyline's gonna go to the next two. What the hell is the third one? Like the last one? I don't know. The conclusion, probably. There's really nothing for me to do. What happened to school? Okay, where can I go to see this cult? Like, is there actually a group gathering and chanting or whatever? Go to the nightclub. Go at night to the club. I studied all about cats, and I told my dad about it. He said I did a great job. He was impressed. And he promised he was going to convince my mom. I hope I get this Kiat. Now my dad says all that weird stuff too. He's right there with my mom saying the end is coming. I don't want to go home. Well, you said go to the club at night. So there's no point to me going there now. And there's nothing else for me to do. You know, this song really reminds me of Futaba's Palace theme. You will have a little luck. How much is 500 yen? Is that like $5? Not even? Maybe it's equivalent to our $2 coin.
Oh, welcome back.
You said go to the club at night. 100 yen is $1 Canadian. It's how I do quick conversion, so it is like $5. Okay, you said go to the club at night. I don't see no cult. They say if you truly believe, nothing can go wrong, but isn't that the way those cultists think too? I think it's better to decide things for yourself and not rely so much on others. The town is becoming strange, but if you stay here, you'll be fine. Just listen to what Mama says, and nothing bad can happen. Unless your mom has been swayed by their cultist charm as well. Guys who know they're charming have no problem in life. Especially at times like this. A little charm goes a long way. I'm sure you know what I mean. No I don't. No, I really don't. I'd much rather listen to you than those cultist freaks.
Hey.
Hey, what do you have? Oh, it's you. You seem to come by a lot. Maybe I'll hire you if we need extra hand. And you just sell me stuff. So why did I need to come to the club at night? Dude, this town is filthy, no joke. Especially those posters. I keep seeing those damn cultists putting them up. Why don't you go dance, man? You'll feel a little better. So why did I have to come here?
Welcome. Come again.
Is there a reason I needed to come here? What's over here? The bathrooms? Check restroom. A hint of drunkenness emanates from the restroom. I better stay away. Unless you want me to like see if there's any more of these to buy.
Go have a look for you.
Nope. Oh wait, there is. What? Fanatically about Nyx?
Thanks for stopping.
What's this about? Is this what converts everyone into joining the cult? Let me see what this URL leads to. The Book of Nyx. It looks like a site for those who worship Nyx. The end that frees us from suffering is nigh. We are all but fools. We perpetrate our own fear and misery and allow them to control us. But Nyx-sama will show us the way. Nyx-sama will save us all. It seems as though the blog hasn't been updated in a little while. Why are humans like this? Why are humans like this sometimes? Man, I'm afraid, like, if I ever find myself in this position, I just tell the cult off, like, man, y'all are crazy, I'm out of here. I'm just afraid they're just gonna drag me back in and kill me. Sacrifice me, you know? Why I would end up at some sort of, like, cult hideout, I don't know. But if I'm trying to get away, like, nah. Your insanity's not for me. I'm out of here. I'm afraid they'll lock me in and, you know, tear me apart.
Come to think of it.
Hey, have you heard the rumors about that cult?
Excuse me?
Hey, don't call it that if you know nothing about it. Besides, it's pretty much it's pretty much fact the fall is coming. Sounds like someone's part of it. Oh, well, nothing we can do about that, I guess. It kind of sounds like if this version of the song was played during Christmas time, it would have fit better.
Everyone, listen up.
Well, now that school's back in session, really gotta, you know, hurry up and max out with Fuuka. And also, see if I can, you know, even start with Aigis. I don't even know if I can or not. I assume I can romance my robot somehow in this game. I only assume. Do you know about the monk named EQ? No, I know about a different monk. He's the one who's famous enough that they made a show based on his life. Not famous enough for me to even hear about him, I see. Well, this is what he said about New Year's. The New Year is the index of a journey to a certain place. Where is this certain place he's referring to? Hell. His hometown, 1 second life, hey, the underworld, hell! Alright, let me look this up. Oh, it actually is hell.
Exactly.
Memories of school. Do you even need this? No, I don't. No, I don't even need to answer these properly. So that begs the question, why am I still looking it up to answer them correctly? You want to know something I haven't thought about in years? So, I forget if it was today or yesterday. We were driving to work, and there's this high school that we have to pass by every day to get to work. And driving by, I saw there was this event going on in the school field. You know, these little, like, stands were up. You got these little games set up. All the kids were out in the schoolyard playing. Damn, I forgot all about that. I forget what they're called. I remember sometimes at my elementary school this would happen. Every now and then, there would be like these food trucks that show up. These big activities, these big games set up for you to play. Now, it's not like a carnival or a street fair, nothing like that. But, you know, sometimes that would happen, and I completely forgot about that. You know what else I completely forgot about? I don't know if any other school did this, or if it was just my school. Wait, what's this about?
It's been a while since we attended class. The teachers and our classmates seem to be doing well. By the way, did you notice that Junpei-san was missing? I saw him head for the rooftop before afternoon classes started. Perhaps he decided to skip the first day of the semester?
It's nice and warm out today. Want to come to the roof? It'd be nice to have a little chat up there. Well, that's random. What? Okay, they both want to go to the roof. Does Aigis have a phone? How does someone contact Aigis if they're looking for where she is? Or does she just receive the messages in her head?
Oh, sorry. I don't really have a reason to be up here. I just sort of felt like it. Only to find Junpei here as well.
Get out of here, Junpei. Go away.
I guess I just felt the urge myself. Maybe we've been through so much together that our wavelengths are in sync.
That's just your imagination.
Mine and her are synced, not you.
Junpei, I'd better change the channel. Anyhow, it's so nice today, isn't it? The wind's a little chilly, but the fresh breeze feels great.
Looking from here, the view ain't that bad.
It's familiar scenery, but I guess that's why it's so calming. The end almost doesn't feel real.
People have been passing out and disappearing out of nowhere lately, huh?
They've been talking about a lot of shadow-related incidents on the news, too. Mitsuru-senpai said it's because there are too many shadow victims. The memory revision can't keep up.
I don't really get it. This is all 'cause of Nyx, huh? Feels like the world's hit rock bottom. There's even weird cults popping up. I guess this won't be one of those, oh, it was just a dream moments.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna try and act cool and say things like, I want to protect everyone, but I couldn't handle it if the time we spent together disappeared.
Yep. In fact, the tales of the amazing battles I survived should be handed down through every generation forever.
Look who's talking. Weren't you the one who was sulking and giving us a hard time?
Well, that was the passion of my youth. You know, I've matured since. You think so too, right, dude?
Don't drag me into this. No comment. Whatever.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna make the final ball a home run.
Don't spoil him. He's gonna let it go to his head again. I'm not one to talk, though. I got stuck in my own head and acted out, too. I wonder if I've grown since then. I mean, it used to be just the three of us, right?
If you'd asked me back then, I never would have guessed it'd come to this.
We've all been through so much this year.
Did the mic pick that up?
Well, yeah. But you gotta look on the bright side. Our friendship is way stronger now, isn't it?
Don't say that with such a straight face. You're embarrassing me. But I guess it hasn't been too bad. We've gotten this far together, so let's see it through to the end.
This Regirock won't catch.
Yeah, let's send them packing. And those two guys from Strega haven't made a move, but you know they gotta be planning something. We gotta take care of them, too. Let's show them what C's 2F's trio can do. Now that I got you guys, I feel way more pumped.
Oh. I just remembered, Junpei. You never gave me back that CD. In fact, you never return anything you borrow.
When did that happen?
What? Oh, yeah. That. Do you have to bring it up now?
I only remembered Chie loaning Yosuke a CD at the beginning, not here. Oh, what's this? It's been a while since I last came to school. I know this isn't exactly the best situation, but I have a new outlook on so many things. I called it. They really did save her for this late into the game. You know, after she got fixed and even developed emotions, quote unquote.
Excuse me.
If you don't mind, I would like to walk home with you.
That's great.
Oh, but there's one place I would like to visit before returning to the dorm. Shall we go? Oh! Regirock just caught. Nice.
I find myself coming here a lot lately.
Now I need ice and
Before,
steel.
I couldn't understand the benefits of coming to these shrines, but lately that's changed. This is also where we met Koromaru-san last summer. We waited here until we found him, even though he knew his master had died. I can understand why now. What drives people isn't necessarily facts, but feelings. He knew for a fact that his master had died, but his feelings of wanting to be with him made him stay. I feel the same. I recognized the fact that I can't protect you, but I came back anyway. Subconsciously, I was acting based on my emotions.
I was acting
rather than
based.
logic. I
Just
was
cut
so
that out of
confused at the
context.
time that I didn't notice it, but it's true. The parameters governing my behavior seem to have been updated during my time with you.
I can sense Aigis' faint affection. I almost said out loud, attraction. Okay, skip this. Skip. Why is our card gold? It's an Aeon card.
Oh, I misspoke. I mentioned what drives people. But of course, Koromaru-san and myself aren't people. Sorry.
Aigis looks somewhat lonely. We decided to head back to the dorm. Would it disappoint you guys to know if I were to tell you I would totally romance a robot? Listen, the chances of me finding love in this life are slim to none, okay? I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it, to make that happen, but if it ever happens, kind of like how the events lined up for it to happen in this game. If it were to happen, well, let me tell you, my parents aren't getting grandkids.
Hey.
Come to think of it, the great vegetables I planted. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I completely forgot about this, and I don't know if any other schools did this. So what my school had was something called a lunchroom. Funny enough, we never actually ate lunch in there. We always ate lunch in our own classrooms. But there was this big room called a lunchroom. Hilariously enough, we would actually have our music classes held there. So this lunchroom connected to the schoolyard. There are windows to the schoolyard and a door. So every year, I think, every year close to around summertime, what the school would arrange is those windows, they would open and then there would be, you know, the older students selling ice cream for like a couple bucks. You could buy like a little vanilla cup for like $1. You could buy like a popsicle for like $2 or whatever. So something my school did growing up was when it's around summertime, they would open the windows and kids in the playground could just walk up and buy ice cream for a couple bucks. Man, I completely forgot about that too. It was like, I don't know, $2 for ice cream sandwich, like $1.50 for like a cup of like vanilla, and then there's like different flavors too. Man, I wonder if they still do that. I didn't expect that cult to become so popular. I thought more people would oppose it. But it's like a fire drawing moths. Man, I thought I read a fire drawing, but it's like a fire drawing. Moths to its flame. The masses have simply accepted it. Everyone at school thinks this is just a normal third term. They have no clue that this may be their last third term ever. Well, if it's their last year of high school, wouldn't it still be their last third term ever? Even though we're in the same classroom, it feels like we're living in different worlds. I knew the cult would have some influence over the school, but to this extent? Can you think of any effective ways to counter them? Just hope they resist the cult. Eliminate the cult. There's nothing we can do. Okay, this is just false hope. No. Kill them. Plant a bomb in their hideout. The entire cult? I would prefer not to do that. Eliminating the cult should only be our last resort. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to the goddamn bookshelf.
I don't think so.
Just as expected, the cult influence has reached our school. Some people may be fully devoted to it. We need to do something about Nyx. You know, I wonder, you guys ever wonder when a cult knows of a date coming, kind of like this, like, you know, I don't want to say religion, but like when religion knows that the rapture is happening on this day, and then that day comes and then it doesn't happen, well, what's your explanation? What are you gonna do then? Because the cults in this game are saying they know about the fall or whatever and what day it's gonna happen, I think. Like, they're saying that. But then, you know, we're gonna prevent it, so what's gonna happen? They're like, wait, the day came and gone and nothing happened. What? What's gonna happen to the cult now? It's like, man, this cult was fake as hell. Ain't shit happened. Nothing this cult promised happened. Bullshit. Look at that, we can now finally think of Aigis. Bet. Pretty ballsy of them to leave this for this late in the game. Man, everything is late in this game. Our first new character was late as hell in this game. Certain S-links are late in this game. Everything in this game is just late. Like, they introduced a new character in Ryoji rather late. But, you know, there was a reason for that in the story. Doesn't change the fact that they still introduce a brand new character late as hell. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this soon. Why does this song sound so familiar? I know it's, you know, a remix of the actual theme we've been hearing in this game, but it sounds so familiar to something else. I can't put my finger on it. It sounds so familiar to something else. I'll get both Aigis and Fuuka. What am I at with Aigis? No, not Aigis. With Fuuka? Fuuka's at 8, goddammit! Well, let me just do this and then end for today. Where's she at again? What am I doing? This is not what I need to be. I'm gonna do this last one with Fuuka and then end for tonight. Is she over there? I think I went to the wrong side. Nope, that's Mitsuru. I didn't max with her, right? Okay, I also need to... I'm gonna do this right now, just in case. She was literally outside the room. She was? Oops. I'm gonna do this right now before I mess this up. Save on another file. This is before we chose what to do with Ryoji. Save on another file. Watch my dumbass still accidentally save over the first one. So at some point we can go back to that initial one and we can see the bad ending. I'd like to go to the roof. It's always on the goddamn roof. I bet you it's gonna be this case with Aigis as well.
So, please don't laugh at this, okay?
The other day, I let Yukari-chan try a new dish I made. She liked it so much, she ended up eating it all.
Don't tell me she threw up.
I told her it was meant to return the favor for what everyone's done for me. But she got really confused and asked me what favor this was about. It didn't seem like she had any idea what I was talking about, so I told her the whole story. And when I finished, she burst out laughing. She told me I didn't need to do anything like that. She said, when you're friends, you don't keep score.
She's right. Ah, that's funny. Hilarious! Stupid girl, you actually thought we kept score?
I'd been so negative this whole time. I felt like I needed to be useful to belong here, even though that wasn't true at all. It was just what I was telling myself. I was being blinded by my fear. But understanding this made me realize what I really wanted to do. I've been going on about wanting to repay everyone for what they've done for me, but the real reason is a lot more simple. So, will you hear me out? Normally, I'd ask your opinion on how best to do something like this, but I want you by my side. I want to be together with you forever.
Oh, I wish you told me this before Christmas. What? I feel the same way. Me too. I only get one choice. They're both the same thing. I don't even get the choice to say no if I wanted to.
I hope you understood what I meant just now.
Oh, I better choose my words carefully here. Oh, so that wasn't the choice. This is. Wow. One way or the other. Absolute opposite ends of the spectrum. Just no holding back on either option. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize there was another option. I'll treat you right? Ugh! Both of these are corny as hell!
Yes, no matter what happens,
Well,
I'll
at
be
least you
by
liked
your
it.
side. As long as I have you, I feel like I can handle anything. I love you.
I'm now outside where Regice is. I've got my cryogonal here ready. I'm probably just gonna catch Regice and Registeel by tonight, so tomorrow I can start hunting Regieleki. I also need to pee really badly, so I'm gonna end this once this is done.
Do you think maybe we could keep talking for a little longer?
I see you're back.
Oh, you're back. Only 3 more weeks till X Day. The fate of the entire world, I'm not concerning myself with all that right now. All I'm thinking about is all I'm thinking about at this moment is moving forward. So let me know when you want to go to Tartarus. Not for another 3 weeks. How about the day before X Day? Okay. That's a good place to end. I really gotta pee. Don't save on the wrong one now. Alright. We'll continue this next time. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.